minutes ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Mexico City Diablos and the London Black Knights. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 50, plant, look at me, go. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Milton, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, team 6.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive. Starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Go now. 18 Gator. 57. Twist. Deep river.
Shotgun now for Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Box drop. Hey, lock it. Switch. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at the 33. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Rock it.
They'll try the left side. It's Bowman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action. Now Manning. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Milton. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. An impressive 75-yard punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Looking for Woods that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now it's Martin. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll run on first down. Milton. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready, 30 base. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Leo.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And there he goes again. Touchdown! What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Half to Remember, wouldn't you? His second return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, Milton. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Manning now to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Here I come. He's coming. Double up, double up. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Alpha. Goose. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Smooth. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, I'm coming after you.
2nd and 6. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 7 yards there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Woods, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
30 base. Check pass. Check pass. Get it.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
On the set.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking left side, and it's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible, and the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Set up. 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, it's Bowman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Yep. I got you, boy.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st down, Armstrong. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Manning. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. On 2nd down now. Milton, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They're going to look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Come on,
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Brings up second
Go.
and
60 outlaw.
at the 42-yard line.
No chance. Switch. Go. Speed dribble.
On second down, it's Bowman. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Go. 16. Come on, get it.
Manning now on first down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check. Now. Let's go. Hey, we got
On second down now, it's Bowman, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Ready. 8 read. 61. Matchbox lights.
They'll run on first down. Bowman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. And this offense on third down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Glass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. Lucky.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the